Hey guys, this is just a trial really, wanting to see how this goes. Just going to spend a couple of minutes of your time just talking, introing a new series. I want to apologize. There are a couple of teething problems. I can see some reflection on my glasses, which is pretty hideous. I'm just using the webcam on my laptop, and I may need to look at a different way of doing things, but we'll get there. But this is just a start. As promised, I thought I'd give this a trial and see. You don't know unless you try. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. So sometimes you win some, you lose some. So you got to go with it. But we can always. The wonderful thing about tech, we can always modern technology. You can always start again. But I just wanted to say, this is something for leadership. This is something for, you don't have to be a leader to take part in this. You don't have to. You can. These are free and open to everyone who is interested in aspiring to leadership or is a leader. This is in response. I've been asked to just bring some thoughts and maybe just some short and sweet, comments and thought, hopefully to inspire some thinking and some questions about the way we lead, how we lead, why we lead, who we're leading, and also maybe some hot tips, just personally and as I'm just journeying. We'll work this out as we go along. But now I had, forgive me, I've deliberately written down so I don't waffle. And now I've lost my bit of paper. It's a classic. There we go. It's over the page. Just thought leadership as lifestyle. A friend of mine, when I was younger, he said to me, leadership is a lifestyle. I'm going to try and do that and see if that helps the visual. Anyway, doesn't seem to, but I'm going to try and re-angle. No, nothing I do seems to make it worse. So hopefully we'll go with it for now. A friend of mine said to me, he was one of my first mentors. He said, leadership is not about what you wear. It's not about status. It's not about what you look like. It's not about even what you do. Leadership is about who you are. I remember a friend saying something similar. It's not, it wasn't about how they loved their leader. This is a church leadership, admittedly, but it can be in other contexts and settings. They loved the person they were. It was more about who they were than what they did. It was, they were good at teaching. They were good at preaching. They were good at organizing, good at governing, and all the other skills you have as a leader. They were a good leader. All-round good leader, but it was not about those things. It was about who they were. What mattered to them was the person they were. They were like gold dust, irreplaceable, a treasure, and sparkled for who they were. And that's something we want. That's something we want. We need leaders like that. We need to be raising leaders like that. And it's about attitude, way more than about what you produce. The first followers of Jesus were called Christians because they were. It was actually a downput, a put down. They were standing out because of who they were. They were standing out like black against white, or chalk and cheese, as the old-fashioned expression goes, or standing out like a sore thumb, like my dad would say. But just like something very different, like a bad smell, if you like, or a good smell, a sweet smell, something that salts in the wound. When you put something, when you put that type of cream from the doctor that on a wound, and it starts to sting. That I think they call it E45 or something, or they stood out. You get my point. And they became known as little Christs. It was a cuss down. They were trying to mock them. But the early Christians thought, no, I really like this idea. The leaders thought, well, let's call ourselves Christians. So it became a thing. They became little Christs, and that's exactly what we are. We're little Christs, and we need to be what we're what we are. We need to, obviously you need to practice what you preach, and we need to be people of integrity, and that's the heart of a leader. Just as David was a man, he says, doesn't it, in the Psalm, he was a man of integrity of heart. He led with integrity of heart and skillful hands, and we need both. So those are the things really, and the followers of Jesus, I was going to say, were called the way as well. So it's way more about the way we do things than what we do. Way more about what we do. A friend of mine said once, you can, whatever we put our hands to, it's about the way we do things. We got to do it in love. We got to do it in the way of love, the most excellent way. And those are the things we want to achieve. So I'll keep it brief. This is just the intro, and I'll come back to you. I just want to honor my word. I'm going to get some of this stuff out there. I want to apologize that it's not very aesthetic. It's not very, the lighting's not great, but I'm going to try and see what I can do about that in the coming days. But tonight, I know it's late. I'm not going to apologize for that. I've had a busy day, and this is where I've got free time. And I'm going to just say that I'm going to chuck on probably 2 or 3 before. I'll try and get them in before not too long, but just to get the channel going again. But you should find them here accessible. I've also got some stuff on Facebook. You can search me on Facebook, and yeah, probably that's under my own name. And if that's not clear from, I will double check on the channel to see whether my name's on it. But if you need to know, just ask, and you can stick a comment in, and I'll get in touch with you, and we'll work out a way of doing that. Okay, I trust this is a blessing to you, and it's here to serve. So it's free. My words are really a combination of things that other people have taught me and what the Spirit of God has taught me, and he's a generous giver. So I'm not wanting to charge for this service, and it's probably not up to scratch in terms of the visuals anyway, for me to. But yeah, this has freely been given to me. Most of the things I probably have been said before. There's not a lot that's new under the sun, but sometimes it's hard to get hold of this information, or this impartation, if you like. So I'm going to pray. I don't often pray on these things, but I'm just checking my spirit to pray for you. So Father, I just thank you for my brothers and sisters out there, and whether they're brand new to leadership or whether they're people that have been seasoned leaders and just want a fresh touch of the Lord, or Lord, I pray that you would use my humble, feeble and meek words, really. Just I don't pretend to be anything I'm not, and I don't pretend to be to know it all and to have got there, but to say that I have been in leadership, God, and you know my heart, and I've hung around some great leaders, and Lord, I just pray that you would use this channel for your glory. And God, I pray that you would touch lives, that lives would be changed. And whoever's watching this, I pray, Father, you're able to do way more in their lives by a single touch and a single words, that you'd speak to their spirit to spirit, Lord God, and that you're able to do way more in a moment of touching their spirit than even my words could do. So, Father, I just pray for your mercy. And Lord, and you would pour out your mercy in abundance in Jesus' precious name. And all God's people said, Amen.